Before I'm an artist, I'm a son, a brother, a partner, a dad, an uncle, a homie, and understanding how I respect and honor those roles is just as important as me saying I'm a filmmaker, writer, photographer, and X, Y, and Z.
It's time to see Tomás Karmelo Amaya. He's a filmmaker, writer, and multidisciplinary artist whose work focuses on healing through Indigenous teachings. Tomas's artistic expressions are a love letter to his people and speak to the cultural abundance of his community. I'm Jazz Jennings, LGBTQ+ advocate and a proud member of the trans community, and this is Seen.
I grew up in West Phoenix. Phoenix, Arizona is one of the largest cities in the so-called United States, and there are still people in the city that are surprised to find that natives still exist, and this is something that needs to change. As Indigenous people, we're taught to think about the future in intervals that dominant cultures maybe not as used to thinking about. We can talk about 7 generations or more. As an artist, as a filmmaker, I love looking at emerging technologies and new technologies and seeing how that combines with my Indigenous lens. It definitely can weigh on you when all you see in the media is either trauma or deficit-based stories about our people. So in my body of work, I make the effort to show aspects of our communities that have been underrepresented. And that doesn't mean that I ignore challenges or struggles, pain, but it makes me very aware of the fact that I must speak about the abundance. My grandmother on my mother's side was a healer, and her mother was a healer, a traditional healer. On a macro level, what I want to do is create spaces of healing for people that are informed by Indigenous teachings, because we're healing on a daily basis from a cellular level to healing from, intergenerational trauma, all of us. When I talk about healing, I am referring to restoring balance in our lives. There are physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects to this balance. And being mindful of how each of these is affected by other people and by the world around us, and even within ourselves, is really important. Even my grandmother would agree that we all have the ability to heal ourselves. When you are in the process of healing, you develop a level of awareness that makes you more kind to people around you.
You already know, from Rancheras to Tupac, we'll keep on dancing cause it never gets too hot. Party doesn't end until La Chota tells us to stop.
One of the things that I really fell in love with at an early age is hip hop. The ties between our Indigenous communities and our Black relatives is a beautiful story of a lot of parallel struggles and parallel abundance in how we protect and defend the sacred aspects of our communities.
To our family, self-esteem, but we will not claim defeat. We got too many dreams to reach.
I want to make sure that the visibility that I'm contributing to is in fact inclusive. I want to see visibility for our two-spirit relatives or gender fluid relatives, Afro-Indigenous or Black Native relatives. I want us to look at all the groups that we know have been underserved by systems that were designed to underserve us. We are sovereign beings with agency and great strength and power ultimately, it's our collective spirit, our collective movement towards a better life that will actually bring about more change, meaningful change, through our mutual aid, through us collaborating on art projects, learning how to code and write programs and not let technology become another extractive tool. We know that we're smart enough. We know that we have excellence at every level of society, and so I invite all my Indigenous relatives to continue shining, continue bringing the beauty that it is to be Native, to be connected to the earth, to our first mother. And as a filmmaker that wants to create feature films, I am looking for Native talent that can tell these stories, behind and in front of the camera. One of the most frustrating things about how long it's taken to get more Native people involved in projects and to have representation is the undeniable fact of how good we are at being storytellers. If you look at the way that we told stories, either through pictures or through our crafts or through our ceremonial items or through our song, even through our jokes, you start to think, well, why was this suppressed? Why was this attempted to be erased? And I think there's a lot of fear in the power that exists within Native people. As we make that journey to reclaim what is ours, I know that we're heading into a better world. I know that we're heading in a direction that makes more people feel seen, more people feel loved, and I'm here for it.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Seen. If you'd like to follow Tomas or see more of his work, you can find him on Instagram at Tomás Karmelo. That's all for this episode. See y'all next time.
Ain't no such thing as love.